Welcome back, everyone. I am the MoeChicken, and we are back with more Summon Night. In the last episode, we had to go through a whole lot of rigmarole as our boss told us we needed to find our dad's hammer, and then he sent us, like, frickin' everywhere, and now apparently we're supposed to be looking for Sakura. But I didn't find Sakura in any of the places that I expected to find him. The game said that, wherever he is, he's working. And so I didn't find him in his house, I didn't find him in the tower itself. The only thing I can assume is that maybe he went to the dungeon, because right when we got back, he gave us a key to the dungeon. So today I'm gonna descend back into the labyrinth and see if Master Sakura is down here somewhere. And hopefully he is, because if it's not here, I don't know where he is. That's upstairs. I want to go downstairs. Okay. Yeah, if he's not here, I got no idea. And we can't really move forward because the other thing that happened in the last episode is that we found out that Saneri, who is unfortunately our next opponent in the competition, has like a super awesome sword. Like she showed up and she's like, hey, check out this amazing sword I have. It's glowing and it's filled with anger. I'm gonna use this to beat you. And like she was being, I guess, sportsman. She was showing sportsmanship by telling us she has an awesome weapon, I guess. But yeah, Master Brahm was sort of like, you can't beat her with your current weapons. You need a better weapon, but I'm not going to give it to you. I think maybe what's going on here, I'll kind of share what I think is happening here. I think maybe everyone is trying to encourage us, and so they've got me on like this nonsense quest of like, oh, you gotta find your father's hammer because your heart isn't resolute right now, and so they're like making us go through a bunch of nonsense so that we'll be bold enough to fight Saneri, who's our bud, and we don't want to fight her. Oh, is it Lizardio? Oh, dude, it's Lizardio again! Yeah, Lizardio, so cool! Oh, so cool. These stupid birds. Do I have anything that's not this? That's wind, too. There we go. Yeah. And Lizardio, he didn't even care. Just hanging out. Look at him, he's like, now we will fight. One-on-one. Ah, I look forward to our competition. Ah, I'm dead. Oh no. Lizardio powers activate. Yeah, so I think maybe they're trying to get us to like, okay, yeah, you need to... More of this? You need to fight Saneri with all you got, else, it's not fair to her. It's like, you gotta... It is a sign of respect to your opponent to fight them with the best of your abilities and without any, complex other thoughts, because that will show your courage or something. I don't know. Honestly, that's one of those things that's like in like every anime that has a tournament in it. I always get frustrated with tournaments. I never like tournament arcs in anime or Japanese media. It just seems like a waste of time usually. I know that's pretty harsh to like people that play sports and whatever. It's like, yeah, it's not a waste of time to them. It's not a waste of time if it matters. But like, if you're making a medium where like your characters also go on adventures and save the world, having them take a time out for a sporting event seems kind of weird, I just don't get it. And the tournaments are always so needlessly, like, intense. Like, people are fighting as though they want to kill each other, and at the end they're like, oh, that was a good time, buddy. I'm glad we're friends. Hope your jaw heals right. It's like, come on, man. Why is this the way? Like, I remember in the manga Maho Sensei Negama, there is a character whose name I don't remember anymore. I'll call him Teacher, because that's what he was. He was a teacher. And if you don't know, Maho Sensei Negama is about a boy who's 10 years old. So, I think he's 10. Very young. He's a very young boy. His teacher sort of forces him to fight in a tournament, and then, like, destroys the arena while trying to punch him, and then he like looks down on him. He's like, is this really the best you can do? I guess you're not so great after all. It's like, dude, you are traumatizing this small child for your own pride here. It's just like, come on. Can't you be like Lizardio over here? How cool Lizardio is. Anyway, I hate tournaments. So, I always hate tournaments. And I never understand them. And maybe that's because I don't play sports. And, you know, maybe it's because I never had to be in a tournament. Maybe it makes perfect sense to people who are in tournaments. But, to me, it just seems like a lot of angry feelings for, a whole lot of reason. Of course, I have also heard that, things like boxing and football are excellent sports relief, or excellent stress relief, and that the people who do them, you know, are more sort of like well-rounded because they get all their aggression out and then they're done with it. You know, it's like all those negative feelings, you know, you just crash into people over and over again in pads in a relatively safe way, and then you're not upset anymore. I don't know. Again, I haven't done it, so I don't know. But I do know that it always seems silly to me. Always seems silly to me. And they're always so long. And they waste so much time. And like every shonen anime has one of them. It's like, stop. I don't care. I don't care about this. I know it's just artificial drama. That's all it is. Stop making artificial drama. Make actual drama or adventure or whatever. I complain! Listen to me complain as I just wander around in this new area. We did get to the new area, by the way. We're in a new part of the dungeon now. I'll admit that, like, I was kind of expecting that as you go deep... Ooh, evil sword. I don't think we've ever seen one of these before. This is different from, like, the... Well, now I can't remember what they were called. Magic swords? The swords we fought before that had the, that gave us Mystic Ore. Oh, only one? No. Yeah, I kind of expected the dungeon to, like, maybe change color or something, but no. Oh, the Iron Giant. Oh, that's cool looking. I like it. Whoop. Hop. Just gonna keep jumping over you. It's working out really well for me. Herp. That guy would be a pain to fight if there were two of them. With just one, it's not so bad. My agility surprisingly is the lowest stat. After all that time I spent trying to raise agility, it's still my lowest stat. Go figure. What was I talking about? Now that I'm not talking about complaining about tournaments anymore, I guess. I don't know, it's fine. I mean, if you like it, it's fine. And you know, it's like, if you're making a, you know, a story and you feel like that's important, then go ahead and put it in. Just know that I'm probably gonna skip it. Probably just gonna go on past it, because I don't care. Actually, back on the subject of Mahou Sensei Negama, that's one manga that I think... Oh, look at this guy! Oh, he's so weird! Why is it called a mud boxer? It looks like it's made of water. Oh my gosh, I love it! I love its weirdness! It looks like something from... what was that planet called? Clancer! Planet Clancer from, Mischief Makers! Oh, it's so weird! I want to find more of those. Mahou Sensei Negama, yeah, I really feel like the author of that just, like, kind of dramatically changed gears, like, halfway through. Because, like, at the beginning it was supposed to be kind of like a school comedy kind of thing. And then, like, it became more and more action-oriented as it went along until it became, you know, like a standard shonen anime. Or shonen manga. And, I don't know. I liked it more at the beginning, honestly. I liked it more when it was just being funny. Whatever. To each their own. Certainly got a lot more grand and dramatic as the show went along, or as the manga went along. So, there is that. It also kind of weirds me out to, like, walk up... Oh, it's one of these guys! Yes! Look, they so much look like they're from Planet Clancer. Look at them! They've got the face that looks like a wall socket. That's what it is. Like, if you ever played Mischief Makers, which I encourage, that's a fun game. It's like a game about a robot girl named Marina, who's trying to save the professor who created her. And, from these, like... I don't really know. Bad guys? Oh, hello, Red Dragon. You're cool looking. Like you. He's not really he's not really doing much. Just kind of chilling. Ow. Whew. He hits like a truck, though. Yeah, it's just bad guys. It's implied that the bad guys are not from Planet Clancer, and they just are taking advantage of the Clancer people, who are generally kind of, like, laid back. Kind of like Bowser and the Koopa Troopas. It's been implied that the Koopa Troopas are relatively laid back. I mean, their names are Naku Naku, which refers to, like, a really casual way of walking, I think is what it means. And, like, if left to their own devices, they would have just been like, whatever, but then Bowser showed up and he was like, I have grand dreams, and you're all gonna help me with them. But yeah, all of the people on Clancer have kind of that, like, shy guy face, looks sort of like a wall socket, like an American wall socket face. And, like, everything on Clancer looks like that, so. That's what those things remind me of. It was kind of a walk to get there, but I eventually explained it, right? Ow. Ow. Ah. Ah. Stab. Stab. Ow. Stop. 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 I really think if I played this game again, and I probably will, honestly. Probably play it again. I would, ugh. Okay, get up. Alright. Switch my... Heal me. I would figure out who lets you learn, spears. Because I think I would like to, I think I'd rather have spears than gloves. I mean, I love Cootie. Cootie's wonderful, but I like spears. That's what can I say? I like spears, so there you go. We still have not found Master Sakura. I don't know where he is. Ooh, look at that cool guy. We saw one of those in the volcano, I think, right? He's got those big beads. Those big giant beads. I don't know what they're called, but, like, I see them on, like, monks in Japanese media, and I always thought they looked cool. Like, just big giant beads. I don't know what they're called. They're neat looking. I think the first time I ever saw that was on a character from Samurai Showdown, I think. And I was like, what are these giant... Because, like, the only experience I had with something like that would be, like, Mardi Gras beads. Because I grew up in the South. And so I would see him like, why has this guy got giant Mardi Gras beads? It's like, dude, look at this weird Asian dude with giant Mardi Gras beads. Killer, that's what they were called, I think. Not evil yet, now they're killer. I'm getting a lot of Mystic Ore, that's good. Still no Sakura, though. There's a door. Check it out, I guess. There are little crystals everywhere. I feel like we've gotten no explanation for... We really haven't gotten a ton of exploration about this place in general. Like, it's not like a mine. And it's not like a... Is it supposed to be like a scaffolding that's holding up Western? I know that's the purpose it's serving, but what was this place originally designed for? I don't know. Have they really explained that? Or is it just like a place? Because usually when you find like a dungeon that's super deep in a video game, it was like a mine or something. Or like a mine that was overrun by monsters or something. It's almost always something like that, but this place is just called the Labyrinth and everyone's just cool with it. Stab. 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 I really like the color scheme of these birds. They look cool. I think I've mentioned that before. Recycling comments now because this is just more of the same, really. But it's okay, right? It's fine, right? This is episode, what, 35? Something like that? A frickin' Summon Night. I had no idea how long this game was. Still have no idea how long this game is. I mean, I know I'm getting near the end of it. I just don't know how close I am to the end of it. Another boxer. Another mud boxer from Clancer. Planet Clancer. Look at him! Ah, he's so cool! He's gloopy. He's so gloopy. think I told y'all that I've been playing Pokemon Blue recently, and I beat it. I got past the Elite Four, and I got almost every Pokemon that I can get in the version I have. So I need to play it again on like Pokemon Red and Pokemon Yellow, because thanks to Game Freak, you cannot in fact get all the Pokemon with just 2 playthroughs, because there's the evolutions. Frickin' Game Freak, man. Why'd they have to make 3? If they had made 2, you could do it in 2 runs, but they made 3, so yay. I guess you make the argument that they made 3 starters too, but the starters you get early enough in the game that's not too bad. The EVs, it's like, it takes a while to get to an EV. Anyway, that thing made me think of like Grimer and Muck. And I feel like I always, like, there's some Pokemon that I would love to use, but you just find them too late. You know? Like Grimer and Muck. Like, it's an interesting Pokemon. It's a blob, you know. It's like, what if I played using a blob or something? You know, it sounds kind of cool. But you get them so late in the game that it's like, and they're not like spectacular. You know what I mean? I remember the first time I played through Pokemon, I actually did use the legendary birds, because when you get those, they're level 50, which means they're already kind of like good enough, you know? Your team is probably around there when you get them. So it doesn't feel like a huge loss to suddenly have to train them because they're already good. But I mean, like, there's nothing special about Grimer and Muck. Plus, they're both poison, and much as I'd like to say every Pokemon type has its advantages, poison's not great. Poison types are kind of rough. There's just not... I mean, maybe it's changed since the beginning, but at least back then, they were kind of, you know, they didn't really have a whole lot going for them. Just, they could just poison you, or that's pretty much it, really. They could just poison you, and it's really all they had. It's not like poison's really impressive in that game. It's just as, and burn is more useful than poison is. But yeah, that's why, and I think I talked about this before, I'd like to see a version of Pokemon where, actually, never mind, I was going to say where things were randomized, but, you know, we do have randomizers. But more so than just randomizer, I would like to see a version where you can kind of choose where you start, you know? Like, choose different regions to start in, instead of always starting in the same town. It'd be a lot harder to program, it's true. But, you know, it would allow you to change your perspective on various Pokemon. Like, what if you grew up in Fuchsia City, and so you start off, you know, with like a lot of interest in poison types, or the Safari Zone, you know? Maybe, like, because I mean, you have to pay for the Safari Zone, so like, you can't go there very often, but maybe like the first thing you get to do is go to the Safari Zone, and, you know, maybe you catch like something cool. I don't know. Just throwing out ideas, but I'd like it. I'd like it. Still no Sakura, but I did find a save point, so there's that. Nope. Let's see, what floor am I on now? 38. There's only 50 floors. I'm getting really deep now, which is cool. I like that. Maybe someday we'll find the Starbucks down here. I've heard there's a Starbucks in this cave. Ow. Dude. I really hope Sakura is down here and I didn't just come down here for nothing. Oh, Iron Giant! So cool looking! Oh, hey, he does shake the ground. That's interesting. Whoop. Bop, bop, bop. Whoop. I have solved the puzzle! I win! This episode's gonna go a little bit long so we can see if there's anything down here. I feel like I'm just... I feel like Sakura should be here! I feel like he should be down here somewhere. If he's not, I really don't know where he is. because they just said he's working, but I couldn't find him in any of the places he would go to work. Although it is true, I didn't go into that little, like, labyrinth area where we went to find Razzie that one time. So maybe he's there. I don't know. But I feel like it would make sense to put him in the dungeon, you know? Makes sense to me. It's like, okay, we want to encourage you to go through the dungeon again, so we're going to place the next plot point in the dungeon. That makes sense to me. It's reasonable to me. Reasonable to y'all? Reasonable to me. Makes sense. But I don't really know. As I have said countless times now, I have not played through this game before. This is my first time playing this. And it has been fun. You know, I feel like sometimes I complain a bit about the game too much. I am enjoying myself. I like this game a lot. It's definitely worth playing if it looks at all interesting to you. And one of the things that I think it does really well is make crafting interesting. Because I was playing a PS5 game not too terribly long ago. I played it a couple of months ago. Called The Blacksmith of the Sand Kingdom. And that's also a game that's focused entirely on crafting, but it really just didn't have a hook, you know? Like, you have lots of freedom in terms of crafting right from the start, but it wasn't interesting, would be the best way to put it. It was just sort of... It felt kind of boring to me. What can I say? Oh, it's this Aria. He's so cool looking. I'm gonna fight him. Ba 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 ba! Pa pa pa! Yeah! Yeah, and maybe it gets better. Maybe it gets better. I didn't play very far into it. It was just sort of like for a while there was a game I was playing. I was like eating dinner or something. You know, I just kind of play it and like... Just to give you an example of like how laid back it felt, you could put the fights on auto and just kind of like not deal with the fighting at all. Just be like, yeah, just fight on your own. While I do something else, you know? It's sort of like, whatever, just put the fights on auto, I don't care. Oh, look at this weird blue foot! Ah, show blue feet! Weird! Yeah, I don't know, maybe it gets better. But... Oh, there's a person! There's a person over there! I think there's a door over here. Did I say a door? Oh, I thought I saw a door. No? Doo-dee-doo. Yep, there's the red dragon again. Hello, Dargan. Punch, 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 punch! Punch, 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 punch! Uh-oh. How do you switch? There we go. I always expect the L and R buttons to be the switch buttons because they're labeled down there L and R. But on the Game Boy Advance player, the L and R buttons are actually Y and X, which is a little strange. I keep getting confused about that. Let's see what this guy is saying over here. There's a dude over here. Hello, Iron Giant. Jump. Punch, 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 punch. Jump. Punch, 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 punch. Where did I get that from? Punch, punch, punch. I can't remember. It was some anime or something. When someone was punching, they were like punch, 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 punch. And ever since then, I just keep thinking about it. Punch, 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 punch. Cool. Magnetic ore. That's neat. That is a lodestone. All right, sir. What? Hello. Okay. Oh. Well, Sakura wasn't here. Came all the way down here for nothing. We're just doing the looking around dance. Alright, well, I guess in the next episode I'll go back to the... Or, well, before the next episode I'll get back to the surface. And maybe I'll look up where Sakura is. I don't think we passed him. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, that'll be it for today. I am the MoeChicken. This has... You know, I'm just gonna run away. Can I just run away? Yeah, I'm just leaving. Just forget it. I don't care. I am the MoeChicken. This is Summon Night. And thank you for stopping by. I'm going back upstairs. Bye.